What if your kitchen is the real reason your hormones feel out of whack and your metabolism is stuck in low gear? It's not about trying harder, it's about designing an environment that actually supports the version of you that you're trying to become. Let me show you how to hack your kitchen so your space starts working for you and not against you. I'm Jessica. I'm an integrative health practitioner and I help women in midlife reboot their health by addressing the root causes, not just through food and supplements, but also by transforming their spaces and systems to help support this transformation. This episode is where metabolism meets design. So let's connect the dots between what's on your plate and what's on your counter. Here's the truth. Say you're a midlife mom with school-age kids, a husband, a career. If you're like most women I know, you're stuck in a rut, and that rut is so deep, it's hard to deviate. You have the same habits every morning and evening. Your pantry is stocked up with the mac and cheese in a box, cookies and sweet cereals, jars of pasta sauce. Your fridge is filled with jugs of milk, orange juice, lunch meats, and maybe a few bits of veggies that are starting to wilt. If you have a version of yourself that you want to become, say she's clear in your mind, that mom who's strong and energized and looking great no matter what she wears, but everything around you supports the habits that created how you feel right now, this is a problem. It's going to be a crazy uphill battle for you to try to change. And that could be frustrating and overwhelming. The environment you live in is filled with visual cues and triggers that guide your actions. And it might be the bottle of wine sitting out, that visual cue to pour yourself a drink at night, clutter over every surface triggering overwhelm. You think, I can't make dinner with this mess, we'll just order takeout. Or even the friends that you hang out with after work, the ones who like to meet for happy hour every week to have one too many drinks and complain all evening about their coworkers or boss. Does any of this feel like that version of yourself that you want to become? That strong, energetic, looks great in anything she wears kind of gal? Today, we'll be hacking your kitchen to start with because this is the most powerful place for change that you could have. This is where you start your day and end your day. And if you work from home, it's also the source for lunches and snacks. So let's dive right in. Starting with clearing the visual noise, we're talking about counter clutter. So if your kitchen is filled with reminders of old ways of living, it's going to keep pulling you back if it's filled with the same stuff you've had for years. So let's take a look. That giant pasta pot you haven't used in months, the rice cooker that only gets pulled out for carb-heavy comfort food, takeout menus tucked behind the fruit bowl, and so much of the surface area filled with unpaid bills, homework, and more that you can't even fit a cutting board on it. Let's move them out. You're clearing the space for your new habits. So replace the clutter with the tools of your future self. Move everything that doesn't belong on the kitchen counter. The homework goes into the kids' room. The bills go into your office or bill paying center. Make one if you don't already have one. Wine bottles need to be put away out of sight. Same goes for any liquor bottles if you have these. Get rid of things that you never use. If it's been more than a year, chances are they're just taking up space and making it hard for you to use the things that you really want to be using. If your goal is metabolic health, consider ditching kitchen appliances that don't support this, the huge pasta pot, the rice cooker. Take a look around you. Anything that triggers something that you don't want to do for the new version of yourself has to go. Maybe add a pretty fruit bowl you actually see filled with easy to grab fruits for you and the kids. Maybe even a handwritten intention reminding you every day about the energetic and strong woman you want to become. Here's a quick note. If you're not sure what foods to even keep in your kitchen, just go ahead and grab my free ultimate food guide that's linked below. It'll help you reset your pantry and fridge for metabolic success. Next up, let's reclaim your pantry. Stock it like you mean it. Every time you open your pantry, you're either supporting your health or triggering a spiral. So let's fix that. Here's how to swap up some common blood sugar bombshells. Sugary cereals, instead swap those with paleo granola or overnight chia seed mix. White pasta, swap that for lentils or chickpea noodles or shirataki noodles. These are very low carb, by the way. I love shirataki noodles. Cookies, swap these with maybe some dark chocolate, or you can make some homemade nut butter fat bombs. These go in the fridge. I make one actually that's like a chocolate chip cookie dough, but it's made with almond flour and some allulose. I'll get into that in just a minute. It's one of my favorites, and it's dipped in sugar-free chocolate. Next up, canola or safflower oil. These are really inflammatory oils, so I highly recommend ditching those. Get extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. These are a great way to be less inflammatory in anything that you cook. White sugar. So let's swap the white sugar out. You could use allulose, which is absolutely my favorite. Monk fruit or stevia does really well instead. Wheat flours. Wheat flours are highly processed and they don't give you much nutritional value, and they are high in carbs. So I recommend considering swapping these out for lower carb options like almond flour and coconut flour. Recipes are bountiful online for fun options using these, and they're way lower in carbs as well as being gluten-free. Design your pantry to reflect the version of you that you're becoming, not the one that stress ate cookies at 10 p.m. Next up, let's talk about the fridge. Now, open up your fridge. What do you see first? It should look like a wellness upgrade, not a mystery box. Front and center, fresh fruits that can't sit on the counter and chopped veggies. These are easy to grab for a snack or add to a salad or stir fry in the case of veggies. High quality proteins like eggs and meats and fish. One easy hack for kids is to have cooked chicken and a hard-boiled egg or two in the fridge, ready to go for lunches. If you need lunch meats, look for ones with the fewest ingredients, or simply go to the deli counter at your grocery store and ask them to thinly slice some ham, turkey, or roast beef. Fermented foods, which are great to have on hand, like sauerkraut or kimchi or Greek yogurt. These are great for gut health, and Greek yogurt is the highest in protein among the yogurts. Always go for plain yogurt though to keep the sugar content down. You can always sweeten it if you want to with a spoonful of organic raspberry jam or add some fresh fruit to it. Clean fats like olives and avocados. Now, avocados you wouldn't put in the fridge, you'd leave on the counter, but avocados, maybe even full fat cheeses if that works for you. I personally love having liver pate on hand because it has fat, protein, and a good amount of iron and B vitamins. Plus, it's really tasty. I know kids like juices, but they're like a sugar bomb. So if you do have juice for the kids, consider diluting it with water or sparkling water. This is another great thing to have on hand in your fridge and in your pantry. This will help keep them more hydrated than just drinking straight juice. Ditch the sugary creamers and sauces. You're designing a space that makes the right decision easy. There's much less thinking involved. Here's the truth. You don't need more willpower. You need an environment that's aligned with the vision of you that you want to become. Your kitchen can either pull you back into old patterns or pull you forward into the healthiest, most powerful version of yourself. Don't forget to download the free Ultimate Food Guide below to help you reset your pantry and fridge the smart way. And if you're ready for personalized support, not just what you eat, but in how you live and design your space around your health, I invite you to book a chat with me. The link is below for that as well. And I hope you have a lovely day. I'll see you next time.